What's up BTS, it's your host Michaela and I'm here to break down the top 10 biggest celebrity flirts in Hollywood. At number 10 we have DJ Got Us Falling in Love Again singer Usher. Among the whispered secret flirts of Hollywood, Usher is all the way on the opposite end of that scale. And by that I mean he's been so openly loud about his past of being a flirt. Of course there aren't many celebs who will outright say that they're flirts, but Usher had refused to mince his words when it came to holding the title of being a womanizer. His success in singing, songwriting, acting, and dancing has gained him all-rounder status, with stacked hit songs like You Got It Bad, Burn, You Make Me Wanna, Yeah, and Nice and Slow to name a few. These successors have dubbed Usher as one of the best-selling musical artists of his time. He's widely known as a sex symbol due to the way he moves on stage and his lyrical expression throughout his discography. Usher has also been known to be an excellent kisser, and his playboy ways were further rooted into Hollywood when he admitted to wanting to live that lifestyle to the fullest following his experience with a failed marriage. He's made previous references to Hugh Hefner in the past while mentioning how he'd enjoy a woman who is open-minded and wouldn't mind being around other women on his arm at the center of the lot, much like Hugh's Playboy mansion with his bunnies. However, Usher's womanizer ways eventually developed into a solidified relationship where he settled down with his second wife in 2015. At number 9 we have American Teen Wolf actor Colton Haynes. Of course, with his stunning baby blue eyes, bright blonde hair, and chiseled features, Colton has surely swooned many women over the years. The actor, most popular for his Jackson Whitmore role in MTV's teen werewolf drama series, has also worked on other on-screen roles, like his feature in Arrow. For this, Colton left his secondary role in Teen Wolf to play a superhero, a dream role for many actors in Hollywood. His character for Arrow, Roy Harper, was also known as the DC Universe superhero Arsenal in the action-adventure crime Small Scene series. His good civilian character was eventually written out this show, but Colton has had a load of other projects lined up for him at that point. Colton publicly stepped out the closet in May 2016 and identifies as gay. But this hasn't halted Colton's activities of charming the pants off girls and flirting it up with them in general. It's been known that Colton shot his shot with Lucy Hale via Twitter and has tons of previously documented Instagram posts that depict him getting quite comfy cozy with girls, including Emily Bett Rickards, his Arrow co-star. At number 8 we have Gossip Girl star Blake Lively, who got pretty down to business and openly flirty with a heap of Hollywood hotties after her 3-year relationship with her Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley landed in the dumpster in October 2010. Since, Blake has taken on the title of Major Flirt with her rebound to Ryan Gosling and then her public cozying up to Leonardo DiCaprio in the midst of a romantic link to her now husband Ryan Reynolds. Apparently, Leonardo was angering Ryan with his blatant flirting with his wife at a New York gala in February 2015. But I guess Blake is no innocent damsel in distress either, since she was reciprocating all the winks and grins Leonardo would shoot her way. Still, as I mentioned earlier, Blake is married to the Deadpool actor since 2012 and has 3 children thus far. It's good to know that Blake has seemingly changed her girl flirt ways to settle down to tying the knot. Hopefully this one sticks. Seems to be going well so far. At number 7 we have another Gossip Girl actor who seems to be a common trend in today's video. This time we have Sebastian Stan, who played the spoiled brat, Chuck Bass hater, and Serena van der Woodson's tempter in the series. His character Carter Bazin somewhat resembles Sebastian's lifestyle in the show, with the fact that he tossed himself around between women, and the suggestion of his character's playish ways line up perfectly with how Sebastian likes to live his life. His other small screen roles in TV projects include Kings, Once Upon a Time, Political Animals, and the 2010 Black Swan film. However, Sebastian's biggest and most known role to date is possibly Bucky Barnes from Marvel's Captain America, the first Avengers film. Sebastian moved on to reprise this role several times over in the MCU's mega successful franchise. Alongside his heartthrob status, Sebastian is most definitely enjoying the perks of his fame. His fair share of women range between his co-stars like Gossip Girl's Leighton Meester, Once Upon a Time's Jennifer Morrison, and his current relationship with Spread's Margarita Laviva. Sebastian also had previous romantic ties to Glee's Diana Agron. Sebastian has not yet shied away from his eligible bachelor status over the years, where he playfully flirted with the likes of his teenage crush Sharon Stone on James Corden's Late Late Show. At number 6 we have Mean Girls leading actress Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay has been dominating the spotlight during her prime days for many reasons, one being her persistently flirty nature. The former jailbird Hollywood A-lister has a list of people who she's been openly suggestive towards, including singer Adam Lambert, Greenland actor Gerard Butler, Suicide Squad's Jared Leto, Titanic actor Leonardo DiCaprio, and Gossip Girl's Chance Crawford. And Lindsay doesn't just leave it to her fellow hottest Hollywood mates either. No, she also cozied up to her openly gay friend Samantha Ronson at one point. Now are we starting to see the biggest flirt title here? At number 5 we have reality TV star Kim Kardashian. If I could place the entire Kardashian bunch on this list, I'm pretty sure not only would they fit right in, but they would pretty much take over the full countdown. Anyway, today we're solely focusing on Kim and her many Hollywood flings and flirts in her time. After her Damon Tallman divorce was finalized in 2004, Kim wasted no time moving on from the music producer to find a new man on her arm. The E-star has since been linked to singer Ray J, who catapulted her fame following their leaked adult film, as well as athletes Miles Austin and Reggie Bush. There was also male model Gabrielle Aubry and NBA star Chris Humphries, who shared a fleeting marriage with Kim once upon a time. She found herself flirting with rapper and singer Kanye West, and eventually their mutual interest led to a long-lasting marriage and kids. Since the Dash Kardashian fashion boutique franchise in New York City back then, the two teenage-type giggly adults have officially separated. Kim moved on to date SNL comedian Pete Davidson afterwards, but this one recently got broken off as well. Hopefully her next flirt is her last. At number 4 we have MCU actor Jake Gyllenhaal. In the Marvel franchise, Jake took on the role of Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, a villain who basically blindsides the main character Spider-Man in Spider-Man Far From Home. But Marvel wasn't Jake's only successor, and that's probably because not only does Jake work hard, but he also hails from a prominent acting family. His father is a director, his mother is a screenwriter, and his older sister is an actress. So it makes sense that Jake was soon cast into the business and world of acting himself. However, he's not riding on the coattails of his family's accomplishments by any means, as his public success came from many worthy roles prior to his massive Marvel one. Thanks to the choices he's made as an actor, mixed with his easy on the eyes look to go with it, not only is Jake a mega female magnet, but he also attracts just about anybody with his stunning performances. One of these is his Ann Lee's Brokeback Mountain role opposite Heath Ledger, where he received rave reviews. His relationships have been pretty publicized as well, with his long-term settling with actresses Kirsten Dunst and Reese Witherspoon, and his brief fling with pop star Taylor Swift. Aside from these though, Jake is popularly known to be a playful flirt, unsurprisingly given how many females swoon over him on a regular basis. At number 3 we have Paris Hilton. Just like her former best friend Kim, Paris has also gone through quite a few fleeting flirtations in Hollywood, and it's all because of her up-to-par flirt game. She's done everything from her infamous booty flashing to being caught smooching a multitude of men in Hollywood. The socialite has been linked to model Jason Shaw, singer Nick Carter, Avengers Benji Madden, The Hills Doug Reinhardt, The Facility's Josh Hartnett, and Hangover 2's director Todd Phillips, to name a few. Paris had a brief engagement with Paris Latsis, but overall, Paris has had her fair share of flirting in Hollywood, and she makes just about every biggest flirts in Hollywood list you can think of. So of course, naturally, she also made ours. At number 2 we have former One Direction heartthrob Harry Styles. Now a mega fine soloist of his time, Harry was definitely one of, if not the most popular member of their Brit band at the time. His curly hair and boyish teen charm was a huge girl attractor for him back then, and he's only further grown into himself now with a more manly approach in life. Since 1D's hiatus back in 2016, each member had the opportunity to pursue their personal endeavors, and Harry chose to sign a recording contract to branch out on his own. He has since collaborated and written with other artists like Ariana Grande and Michael Bublé. Harry once shared a brief relationship with Taylor Swift, who supposedly wrote the hit Style after her then boyfriend. But Harry has apparently been deemed a flirt ever since he was a child, if we go by his elementary school's soccer coach's words. Harry reportedly has a way with his words and knows how to charm or sweet talk just about anybody. Of course, nowadays, as Harry is a full-on adult, we know him to be the king of flirting with girls on stage. At number 1 we have the one woman who has probably been mentioned the most today, Miss Taylor Swift. It's no wonder the queen of relationships takes her top spot of the day. Her high-profile romances with tons of other Hollywood hotties have been the majority of the talk of her entire career. Taylor has even smartly banked off these relationships by penning lyrics about her breakups and highs and lows throughout all of them, taking fans along the journey of sadness and shade to produce hit after hit. Her long list of exes includes Joe Jonas, Taylor Lautner, the late Corey Monteith, Jake Gyllenhaal, Lucas Till, John Mayer, Cord Overstreet, Connor Kennedy, Calvin Harris, and the formerly mentioned Harry Styles, to name a few. Her colorful dating history has obviously been inspo to some of her top hits like I Know You Were Trouble When You Walked In and Bad Blood. But nowadays, Taylor seems to be ditching her girl player flirtatious ways to really try her hand at the one. She's reportedly been with Joe Alwyn since 2017, and the two are apparently secretly engaged at the moment, exclusively reported by The Sun on June 30th of this year. The pair first started dating over 5 years ago, and strangely unlike her other highly publicized relationships, which largely played out in the media, Taylor and Joe are a lot more on the DL about their time together. However, Taylor has been a lot more open about her fiance since then, with confirmation that Joe co-wrote 2 of her Folklore album tracks and helped with the penning process of 3 on Evermore. Since the couple has rented a North London home together and were photographed kissing in the sea on their latest Bahamas vacation. That concludes today's BTS. Again, I've been your host Michaela, and I'll see you all again really soon.